3, 2, 1. Well, there's a fan, there's a computer console. That's my HP Vectra. I'm sure you've actually seen it from many videos back. I did make a video about it. That was when I was in the old house, but in this new house, there's a place where it stays. I also got this HP A series computer for my cousin. This is the A1210N, if I'm not mistaken. I've put a capture card in here, but there's a weird problem with it that I never seen before, but it's easy to fix. So we turn on power. There's a switch. This plug goes to the fan, that one goes to the computer. Yeah, that fan is actually a cheap one that I modified. To get it to run in that position, I actually have to bypass the tilt switch. I used one of these little barrier shield things. And I wired that where the I placed that where the the tilt switch would have went. The tilt switch will only allow it to run when it's right side up. So with that bypassed, I can now run it modified to so it's actually in the ceiling, connected. There's an aluminum rod with both the fan wire and the Ethernet wire. Yes, all the computers here are connected via Ethernet. Yes. So I turn it on. There's the light for the monitor, no signal. There's a little microphone there. I actually have the webcam up there. Only problem is that I have to hold the microphone directly up to my mouth. It won't hear me from when it was over there. The monitor has built-in speakers. This one from the A1210 that my cousin gave me. That's the KVM switch. But the only downside with this is that it actually gives some interference. I actually got this used from someone on eBay. It comes with both the cables. So there's the Ethernet switch there. I did manage. Turns out the manual I looked up, even though it wasn't in English, it was in Japanese, but it asked to enter the password, lowercase, but turns out that this one is an older firmware where I have to enter the password 00000. There's an error about the keyboard. I usually get this, but yeah. This problem is normal for me actually. Sometimes this KVM switch does not connect everything properly, so I have to push in the wires and stuff. And it should boot up. When I got this HP from eBay, the original seller actually had Windows XP on here, and it was very slow for the 128 megabytes of RAM. And also, what the? Hold on. So anyways, it originally had Windows XP, but it actually this computer actually has both serials for Windows 2000 and Windows NT4 on one COA. Yup, that's right, 2000 and NT4. So later on I might partition this and install both 2000 and NT4, but for now it's running 2000. And when is my keyboard ever going to work? It's a good thing actually, this one, because this computer is originally designed for the for use in the business setting. So the hard drive can easily be swapped out, and of course I actually upgraded this to 256 megs of RAM, which is the maximum it can handle. Actually, the optical mice don't track properly on here. Not sure about laser mice, but have a third KiziCat, which is very cool actually. I got this one from eBay as well. And when I first got it, I didn't even know that there was actually drivers for it. There's a little corner marking there, a triangle corner. You can actually program that in the driver software. And also when you're using it, it actually beeps the PC speaker when it's in use. Like when you're scrolling or tapping or whatnot, it beeps through the internal PC speaker, not the sound card. I don't know why modern laptops don't do that. Here it is. starting up into the desktop. Now this here it is. It's actually running in 1280 by 1024. So it's pretty high resolution for 2000. I think it was like intended to run. I think you just heard the beep there. It's intended to run in the 1024 by 768 resolution, I think, but it is happy with 1280 by 1024. All the cool apps on here. A pretty cool wall. I think this wallpaper is called Feather Texture. There's a sharing icon on the documents folder there, because I actually share both the documents and the data partition over my Windows Workgroup network. So if I had my other computer, the LG E300 or the iMac, I can actually access the files here. I'll go through the HP later. It actually says data as a C drive because first I first partitioned the data partition, then the C drive. There's a CD drive. It actually does work, but I think you might have heard this already. There's actually a weird technique to get it to open. You have to actually hold on it makes like a weird noise. You have to hold on the button until after like about 3 clicks, and then it will actually open. But I only use that drive for OS reinstalls. I think I'll need to get a tissue. Cut. Sorry for the delay. I had to actually take my tissue and sneeze. So anyways, later on I might. It doesn't do very good when we're recording with Cam Studio. Here are the apps that have the original Internet Explorer 5, network places. You can't really see the interference caused by the KVM switch on the monitor. I wonder if you can see it. Nah, you can't see the interference. But it's a little bit like, it's kind of like a sizzling pattern. So they have a lot of apps on here. In fact, Asus Partition Master actually does work on here, but the shortcut on desktop, I actually changed the shortcut so that it will go past the launch screen. That's only there to advertise for the other programs, and also in the corner they put an annoying pop-up alert there, trying to get you to buy their other programs, which I don't really like, obviously. Not much stuff here. All the standard Windows 2000 stuff, including backup. This Glide Point Control Center. This is obviously for this. As you see, you can actually program the triangle. I program it as a right click. There's actually something called Glide Extend. It's pretty cool actually, yeah. If you can't reach it up here, let me try to show you what this Glide Extend is. It's pretty cool actually. You can get the camera focus on the screen at the same time. If you drag that, you heard that sound? Glide Extend is now enabled, so you can oops. You just drag. It doesn't seem to work now, but that's the annoying Asus pop-up notifications. See? Asus to-do backup. I'd rather you just use a standard Windows backup. I don't care. Windows already has its own so-called set and forget backup. I don't care. Of course, the macOS backup utility is much better. I can't really show you what this is around. All the standard stuff. Old touchpads allow you to do this. See, you can use the top area to go back and forward in the web browser. Modern touchpads, the software do not allow you to do that. Cool. And another one is cool. Look, you can actually rotate it. So like maybe if it's in a kiosk or something, you wanna have it like that due to desk constraints. You can use it like that, and if you like, that is. The Snap tool, which is actually much more flexible option than standard Windows control panel. You can now see all these sounds here. It actually plays through the PC speaker. Yeah. So they all play through the PC speaker. Let's see about screen. I think this is actually the last version to run on Windows 2000, version 3.3.2. And of course, it's the PS2 version. It's connected through the white cable there on the KVM switch. Of course, I'll install the driver on my HP A1210 so that I can continue to enjoy it. I actually have 3 web browsers on here. There's also TightVNC server. If you saw just now, sometimes I like to record my screen recordings through a VNC server. Hold on, can you still see the interference? Did you see that? That's the I wonder if I bet you probably seen that. That's the kind of interference I've been telling you about. 7-zip. I think this version, I believe this version 4.65. This is also LED badge, which this is actually the software that came with a little LED scrolling badge thing. Now there's only 2 ports on the computer itself. There's Rocket Dog, which I'm actually not using, but later on I might start to use it. There's actually Virtual PC 2004 on here. I actually have an archive of all the installer for these programs, which I'll put a link in the description to my 4chan page for it. There's Chameleon, which is it's actually no longer supported. I think this is the last version they ever made. It actually has something pretty cool I install an add-on to it. TightVNC server and viewer. There's ManyCam, which I can't seem to get to work on here, even though they mentioned compatibility with Windows 2000, and maybe it's actually, it says not valid application. Unable to run this command. Also, I think this one actually does work. Look, if you click on the standard shortcut, if it ever works, they give you one of their own. So I actually have this shortcut to main, which goes directly into the actual application. No need for launchers or anything. Sadly, Windows 2000 does not have the system configuration tool. I tried typing msconfig, but I think that's only available in Windows XP and later. This is of course the non-commercial version, which is good enough for what I'm doing. Advertisement for the other services right there. I mean, it's pretty nice, but think of it as like free with advertising. I can't remember if this program actually offered to install a toolbar or something else. I can't really remember if they offered that in the installer. There's actually Fraps, which I thought would have been a better screen recorder, but does not work. I'm thinking that maybe it could either be because of my I actually installed a third-party update, an unofficial update to my install of 2000 that will be included in the archive. There's Cubzilla? I think that's how it's pronounced, but more on that later. This, oh wait, there's also this Netgear thing, Netgear program. This is actually for my Netgear wireless USB adapter that I previously used before I got that switch. I actually still have the switch. I actually bought it at a thrift shop. It came from an original box, but sadly during my spring cleaning, had to get rid of the box and keep the CD. Yeah, I think so. So anyways, it's connected through wired again, I said. So, see if there's anything else I missed. There's many for Cam Studio. There's startup Internet Explorer and Outlook Express, which I don't use on this computer. This is the USB to serial for the LED scrolling badge. Factory. There's TerraCopy, which is very good. It's much better than the copy function in Windows Explorer. There's Icy Tower, which is actually a very nice game. It runs perfectly on here. Later I'll show you the performance, but if I run Cam Studio at the same time while playing the game, I think the game itself would be okay, but the actual output from Cam Studio, it looks like looks like the main character is actually like flying around the level. It's pretty weird actually. Don't know if I actually have a clip of that. There's VLC. Again, I think this is the last 1.x release. Which is just pretty much it. Now, this Chameleon, which is actually pretty weird. It actually uses Gecko rendering engine, just like Firefox. And so, on some websites it seems to crash. That's the IE team that I was talking to you about. Watch, it actually crashes on Google search. Okay? Do you see that busy cursor? Oh, seems to work. Previously, when I was actually using it, it actually crashed. So now I get to download system information for Windows, and most of the tabs on this website are the just screenshots, so you can pretend to use the software. It would have been good if they did use the area shape rect coordinates, HTML control to actually do that. But this is actually pretty nice software, but they no longer offer free version anymore. It's only paid version. So actually very good software, and they had the free version. This Cubzilla. I don't want to stretch out my computer by switching the view to I don't want to stress the computer by switching the view to Cam Studio screen recorder, because this is actually only there's the search page. It's actually pretty nice actually. They made it look like the Firefox 3, and also something with a Vista look to it. If only they actually made a more plain look version of the theme, because you can see the tab there, it does not match the standard Windows UI element, and there's the theme. But it tries its best to look like Firefox 3. And I like Firefox 3, I don't really like the later versions. No wonder I'm using Safari on my iMac and I'm using Internet Explorer on my PC. Information about application. Oh, I thought it actually froze, but oh, it looks like I thought this was using Gecko. I forgot this was using WebKit, just like with the Apple Safari browser. I think I have my YouTube signed in on here. I have to click that. I forgot my keyboard doesn't seem to work, so I have to use on-screen keyboard. Hold on, wait a moment. I don't have it. I don't have YouTube signed in on here. But I think my YouTube is signed in on Chameleon. I really like the look of Internet Explorer 5. I don't like the newer versions, but I have to use it. But yep, my YouTube is signed in here, and it seems to run pretty good actually. Even though this is a slightly old browser, it does seem to work properly. But if I try to load a, why am I using someone else's video? Okay, press. I forgot. See, that's what happens when the keyboard doesn't seem to work properly. If I full screen it, it will be slow. You can already see the lag in the Flash player there. Can you see the lag? If I full screen it, it's so slow. You can see how slow it is. That's 360p. If I play 240p, it's watchable on 240p. If I full screen it, ew. Why is YouTube still giving me tutorials? Don't I even know? Can't YouTube know that I've already watched? I've already used a new YouTube. Why must it always give tutorials on every single new computer I go into and sign in? I've already notified Google Feedback. I wonder how Google Feedback actually works on here. It doesn't seem to work. Google Feedback does not work. Look, I think it's the older version, and welcome to Google Feedback. Please sign in. Signed in. I should actually right click my computer and go to properties. Sadly, of course, when I got it, it actually had they installed XP on it, so it would have been cool if I could actually see what the HP factory image for this computer looked like. Now there it is, Windows 2000 Service Pack 4. Something weird about 2000 is that it doesn't actually say the name of the processor, which is pretty weird. But somehow when I did run 2000 on my Pentium 4 rig, it actually said Intel Pentium 4, but if you're actually running on a Pentium 3, it says x86 Family 6 Model 8 Stepping 6 80 compatible. The RAM in kilobytes. It's actually 256 megabytes that's installed. All the usual stuff. Let's see what's in the trash. A lot of stuff in the trash. Of course, Internet Explorer 5. We all know what that's like. Of course, this is a pretty old web browser, but I just wish someone actually made like a skin for Internet Explorer 9 or 10 that makes it look like Internet Explorer 5, because I like the look of this. I don't like the new version. Ew. I like this, but of course the rendering engine is pretty old, so can't get on many of the websites, but I think I do have some saved web pages on here. If I try to go into a modern website in Internet Explorer 5, this is an MHT file, by the way. It does not render properly. You see that? This is an online store website, by the way. But of course, the actual description does render properly. But the rest of the web page does not Look, it even managed to render the Facebook button on it, and a little loading icon that will never ever load because it's such an old browser. Ooh. I did actually create these MHDs in Internet Explorer 5 on my Windows 7 computer, and then I actually transfer it here. I'm trying to find a why don't I just press search from .html? To display language characters, you need to install Chinese. I think the reason why it popped that up is because they actually gives previews. Let me show you what the pages look like. Need to open it in I think if I set the default browser for HTML files, I think it will actually change the actual default browser. I do have more HTML files, I think. Let me try to look in C drive to see what it will turn up. Internet Explorer. So yeah, that's how web pages looks like here. I think this is actually the help page for the Cam Studio Flash thing. Convert AVI to Flash. But of course nowadays nobody needs a video to Flash converter because there is YouTube which does it for you. Using the later version of Flash, which has something called FLV files Flash video. But there's a little bit of HTML in Internet Explorer 5. And now everyone wants to see Icy Tower. I'm not gonna actually play the game. I'm gonna just show you my oopsie. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck because the keyboard doesn't work. Can't get out. You have to shut it down from here. It still shuts down in 640 by 480. So anyways, I'd like to thank you for watching. So yeah, let's shut it off. Turn off the fan. Don't know why people. I think the reason why about this advertisement, I think the reason why people make fake box art for free software is maybe to make it more attractive. Why can't it, if I were a developer myself, I'd probably just put an icon or kind of a screenshot or something. Nah, that's a little bit of my kind of off-topic stuff. I think with Windows 2000 Service Pack 4, I think it has the XP version of it has the Windows XP version of on-screen keyboard and Windows Update. Both of them are the XP versions in Windows 2000 Service Pack 4. So it has the newer Windows logo there. I think the one on-screen keyboard that came with Windows 2000 RTM actually had the older Windows logo, the one there. Click on the start menu there. But of course this version from XP. Hold on, I need to sneeze again. Good thing I brought the whole tissue box here. And I think and of course the fan. Why am I talking about the fan? Try to see if I can go to a website, press enter. I don't know if I have my YouTube signed in here. Like in Linux and macOS, the settings are the edit menu, not the tools menu like in Windows based application should. Oh yeah, this is going to open in Cupzilla.